Hey! What's up, everyone? Today I wanted to share some of my favorite high-protein vegetarian meals. I was just about to do some cooking and I was like, you know what? I could have really benefited from this when I first started not eating meat, so I'm gonna share this with you. Regardless of if you eat meat or not, these meals are super high in protein, super healthy, clean ingredients, really yummy, superb. So let's start off. Okay, so the first thing that I'm making is chickpea cookie dough. This is one of my favorite desserts to make because it makes a ton and you can't go wrong with cookie dough. So we're gonna do about 1/4 cup of oat flour. You can just blend oats like I do if you don't want to buy oat flour. And then we're gonna do an entire can of rinsed, very well rinsed chickpeas. I just spent the last couple minutes actually peeling these. You don't have to peel them. I just prefer to peel as many of them as I can, just get like that casing off of them, but it's not necessary as long as they're well rinsed. All right, then we're gonna do about 1/4 cup of sugar-free syrup. I hope this is a 1/4 because this is all I have left. All right. I'm gonna do a dash of vanilla. Little sprinkle of baking powder. One-4 cup of peanut butter. I usually just eye it, but I make this a lot, so. Typically, I do some sugar-free vanilla pudding mix. However, I'm out, so I'm just gonna do a little sprinkle of some light brown sugar for a little extra sweetness. The sugar-free vanilla powder really gives it a good texture, and then it also adds a little bit of sweetness, but the brown sugar will be just fine for today. And then we blend. Okay, so the finished product looks a little something like that. Doesn't take too long. And I just grab a bowl that I'm gonna store it in. Once it's all in the bowl, I take some semi-sweet chocolate chips. I like to get the mini ones. I just think they're more fun. Pour them into your liking. And mix it up. And there you have it. Your protein chickpea chocolate chip cookie dough. Stores in the fridge pretty much all week. Next, we're gonna make my dinner for this week. It's gonna be a meal prep, but you can make it single serving, however many servings you want. I'm gonna put you on a time lapse though, because I have some prep to do that I haven't done yet for this. So we're gonna jump right in. We are doing a little tomato mushroom spaghetti with some protein, so let's get to it. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the sauce to heat up. I poured this marinara in with all like the vegetables and stuff, but the pasta that I use, this is something that I've not used before. I typically go for like the chickpea or red lentil pasta. This is soybean spaghetti. I found it at Aldi, but there's 24 grams of protein in one serving of this for 190 calories. It's pretty good. And then basically if you're looking for like a higher protein pasta, I would go for the soybean, the chickpea, the red lentil, stuff like that, because it's going to be more of like your natural plant-based protein. So all that this has is organic soybean flour. That's the only ingredient, so you want to look for that. And then the protein that I used is these flame grilled protein burgers, soy-based veggie burger. These are 100 calories for one patty with 16 grams of protein. I did 2 and chopped them up and threw them in there. Usually I like to do like the Boca crumbles, but I shopped at Aldi this time and they have the earth grown. Typically I like to see a little bit better ingredients, but these are still a really good source of protein for the number of calories. And then basically what you just saw, I chopped up some mushrooms, onions, spinach, threw in the pan, sauteed it in some olive oil, seasoned it with some salt, pepper, and garlic, chopped up the protein burger in here, and then topped it with this marinara sauce. So yeah, this is going to be a super high protein meal. I'm making 4 servings for this whole week for myself, and yeah, you can customize it the way that you like. You do like zucchini in here, squash. Last time I did fresh tomatoes. Maybe even like bell peppers. I mean, whatever you feel. I've recently been trying to like incorporate different vegetables that I don't really like, which mushrooms is one of them. So yeah, this is the product. So here it is. The finished product. She looks really good, really good. Alright, it's the next day, but I have another high protein, easy, quick meal to share with you all that I like to do for lunch. I typically eat breakfast at work, so when I come home for lunch, I don't want to mess around. Sometimes I'll have some of like the stuff that I meal prep for dinner if I have extra, but lately I've been doing like an egg white type sandwich. So let's get into the recipe. What's gonna make this high protein is the egg whites and the egg that I use. I also always try to go for a whole grain bread, and this one has 3 grams of protein per 1 slice, so I'm gonna get 6 grams of protein for 2 slices, which is pretty good. So I'm gonna get a little protein from this as well, and then from the eggs. And then we're gonna add some avocado in there too. Time to make it. Okay, and here you have it. We have 1 egg, 3 egg whites, half of an avocado, a little bit of onion. I like to put a little bit of mustard in my mashed avocado. I don't know, I think it adds a little extra taste. Some sriracha, seasoned it with garlic, salt, and pepper, and put it on 2 pieces of whole wheat bread with some spinach. So that is the final product. Little high protein, vegetarian breakfast or lunch. Hi guys, it's the next day now. I'm in my robe still, you know, nothing new here. I actually don't have all the time to like show you exactly what I'm making today for my high protein meal. I'm just gonna like talk you through it. And there's a dude outside my window that just scared the absolute crap out of me. now that I feel awkward that I'm in my robe and there's literally a dude outside of my window, that's really nice. Anyway, I'm gonna change. But for lunch today, I'm just making a plant-based burger, like a veggie burger. There's like 16 grams of protein in one for 100 calories. This is a weird angle. And that's just what I'm gonna do for lunch today. However, I just wanted to like tell you guys about my breakfast because I don't normally eat breakfast at my apartment. I usually eat breakfast at work, and I work at Starbucks if you did not know. But Starbucks does have some pretty good vegetarian, high-protein breakfasts. I typically get the Impossible sandwich with no cheese. It's about 370 calories, 20 grams of protein, I think. And then their egg white bites and the kale and portobello mushroom bites, those both have a good amount of protein and they're lowering calories. So that's typically what I do at work for breakfast. If I am home for breakfast, I love to do the Kodiak cakes. Those have a lot of protein in them. They're super yummy for a lower amount of calories as well. But I just wanted to share that with you guys because I know it can be really tricky to get protein in no matter what kind of diet you eat, but especially being vegetarian and the past couple months really trying to like focus on prioritizing protein. I've had a pretty difficult time figuring out easy meals that are going to be high in protein and not super high in calories, so I wanted to share some of my favorite with you guys. Yeah, I mean, I hope this video was helpful. I hope that you try some of these recipes out. They're pretty simple, but some of my favorites. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.